I hope you guys have some popcorn, cookies, or any tasty snack next to you because this story time is gonna be a good one. If you don't have a snack, go get one now. You'll need it for this video. Oh hi! Misu-chan here, and if you saw the title of the video, you know I'm about to talk about some Karens that I've come into contact with in my life. First of all, those who don't know what a Karen is, according to Urban Dictionary, a Karen is defined as a self-entitled middle-aged woman, part of the baby boomer generation, who always asks to speak to a manager and threatens to get employees fired for doing their jobs. Many of them nowadays are the ones making false police reports on people of color, or demanding people of different ethnicities to speak English in America, and also refusing to wear a mask in public places when it is now mandatory. I know, insane. But today I will get into some of the Karens I've come across. So I'm gonna go in order here. The first Karen I had the pleasure of meeting was when I worked at a place called Gordman's, which was my first job after college. I had been there for almost 2 years before the store went into bankruptcy and was on the verge of shutting down. We got to the point where our store stopped doing returns and exchanges. In walks this woman who wanted to return something they bought just about 2 weeks ago. I don't really remember what they were returning, but anyway, I informed her that due to our closure, we weren't accepting returns, but our other location was still up and running normally and she could return her item there. She walked off and I continued my shift at the register. 5 minutes later, here she comes again. She asked me again why she has to drive all the way to the other store to do a return when she was already here at our store. I swear, I had repeated myself 3 times why she couldn't do a return. And also, we had signs at the register and closing signs all over the store. Read the signs, Karen! They were literally screaming at her. Anyway, I decided to call my manager and have him explain again why we couldn't do her return. She still seemed annoyed, but the manager saw her off and also seemed annoyed by this customer. The thing is though, at the time, I gave her a slight pass because she had an accent and I assumed that she had to be she was foreign. But still, she spoke perfect English and I know she could read. Her not understanding was not gonna pass. This next encounter? Oh boy. So, this next encounter was when I worked at Sally Beauty. So to start, I'll set it up by saying this took place on a Sunday. And on Sundays, the manager is usually not there. At the time, it was just me and the assistant manager running the store. So a woman in her mid-20s, I'm gonna tell you, this girl had blonde hair, bougie sunglasses and bag, a pink shirt, like true self-entitled Valley Girl thought. Sorry, that's how I remember her. Not gonna lie, I apologize. Anyway, so she was looking for some platinum blonde extensions and we helped her find them and began the checkout process. I think the assistant manager had checked her out. I honestly don't remember. Now, I want you guys to keep in mind that beauty shops have a policy that any wigs or hair extensions cannot be returned due to hygienic reasons. Just keep that in mind for what's about to come. So, after the transaction went through, she paid cash and we gave her change and receipt. It was at that point she realized she bought the wrong length of hair. She got the 18-inch extensions. She wanted the 16-inch extensions. So we tried explaining our policy, but she argued that since she hadn't technically left the store yet, it shouldn't matter and she should be able to exchange it with no problem. I nicely, and I mean nicely, like as customers, I did my best customer service voice that I could muster. I suggested that since she got the longer extensions, she could just cut them to her preferred length or have a hairstylist do it for her. This woman, I swear, went from 0 to 100 and popped off at me. She slammed the hair down on the counter and exclaimed, "No, I'm not gonna cut that." First of all, you're at a 10 and I need you at a 2. She was very lucky I needed that job. Because I swear to Cthulhu, I would have thrown some hands. The AM tried calling our manager to help us with the situation, but she wasn't picking up. Like, I think we tried to reach her like 3 different times on her cell phone. So then Karen started threatening that she could sue us because she claimed she worked for the Hammer. You know, the "it's my money and I need it now" guy. She claimed she worked for him. She claimed she worked at his law office. I'm not joking. I can't joke about that, guys. I really can't. Thinking about it to this day just makes me laugh. When she said this, I snickered to myself and I was like, okay, lady, whatever. Like, that was supposed to intimidate us. At this point, all the assistant manager and I wanted was to get this Karen out of the store. Finally, we managed to get a hold of a manager from another store location, and we started explaining the situation. She said just to go ahead and exchange the hair so we could get rid of her. So I remember that I was the one who rang her out for the exchange, and as I did, this woman, I swear, these were her words. I will remember these till the day I die. I don't mean to sound like a bitch. When she said that, my thought process was, except you are one though. Once she left, the assistant manager and I started letting out our frustration, laughing at every stupid thing this woman said to us. But here's the thing. We got praise the next day from our manager for how we handled the situation. Because I think if I remember correctly, the manager that we called from the other store location had managed to like text her and explain what happened. Because I remember she told us, and we got praise for how we handled the situation. So, I managed to get through that without doing something that would probably put me in jail and get me fired. I'm just saying. Karen's drive me up the wall. I've been watching a lot of videos. Anyway. Those are just 2 of my Karen stories, though. Yep, that's right. I've got 2 more stories to tell, but I'm gonna save it for another video because, believe me, these next 2 are just as cringe as the stories that I just now said. So, I hope you look forward to that one. Until the next edition, stay weird and awesome.